Welcome to Business Spotlight. My name is Jeromie Cano. I am your host for today's conversation, and my guest today is Sharon Kuriakose. I apologize
Uh,
for your name. I'm sorry.
no worries at all, Jeremy. It always happens.
He is the CEO and co-founder of PlatesFull. We're going to talk about his business, journey to business ownership, challenges, and best practices, and share a peek of what it's really like to build and operate a business. Sharon, thank you. Welcome to the show, and thank you for being here today. I would love for you to give us a little bit about your background, who you are, and a little bit about your business.
Sure. Hey, good morning, Jeremy. Thanks for having me on your business spotlight. So I'm Sharon Kuriakose, CEO and co-founder of PlatesFull. PlatesFull is an online personal chef marketplace. We connect customers with chefs, customers who are looking for in-home dining, be it parties like graduation party, bachelor party, cocktail parties, ladies' night out, or even meal prep. So we are a company based out of Austin, but we have presence across Texas, mainly Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. We are a 7 months old company, but we are growing fast. If you are looking for having an in-home dining, you should definitely select Platesful. A quick background about myself. So I come from corporate America. I've been with corporate world for close to 20 plus years, mainly with payment world. 17 years out of the 20 years, I worked for Visa. When I left Visa, I was their global head for the data platform for small business and corporate cards. So that's about me, and happy to be on the session, Jeremy.
That's amazing, and amazing. You just your background's amazing, and you just started this. So on this show, we engage with startup founders, well-known mainstream businesses, and everything between. Can you give
Mhm.
our viewers a little bit of background, generally speaking?
Yep.
What does your current ownership structure look like? And are you the sole? I mean, I know you just said like you're the co-founder.
Mhm.
Who are the other outside? Are there other outside investors?
Yes, yes. So we are a bootstrap company. So totally funded by me and
Mhm.
my wife, Sheila Rodriguez. So I'm the co-founder. She's the founder and the chief marketing officer. So at this point of time, there's no investors. It's completely funded by us. But in the next 18 to 24 months, we'll definitely be open for funding and investment.
Awesome. So can you tell us a little bit about what your role you currently play in the business?
Yeah. So as a startup entrepreneur, you wear multiple hats. So starting from being the CEO, you take care of the day-to-day affairs, but you're also the admin. You're the client services guy. You're the operations guy. You're the tech guy. You're the marketing person. You're the salesperson. So you have to wear multiple hats. But at this point of time, I'm taking care of the technology and the product strategy and roadmap. My wife and partner, Sheila Rodriguez, she takes care of marketing side as well as hiring.
Beautiful. When you look at your role, how many hours do you spend working in your business as wearing all these multiple hats and how many business strategy planning do you like how many
Yeah,
on business strategy and everything?
sure. So I left a 9 to 5 job, Jeremy, and from 9 to 5, I came to 5 to 9. There is no defined hours. Like I can get up 2 in the morning and start thinking about the next month's strategy or the next year's strategy. So there is no defined work. Work in corporate, you have got to define stuff. 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. When it comes to entrepreneurship, 24 bar 7. You have to be constantly up and running. So my typical day starts 5 in the morning. I start by listening to some songs, some music, just to kind of calm myself down. And then I get onto my laptop, check my emails, talk to my tech team who is based out of India. And then every day, rain or shine, we have got a 9 o'clock stand-up call. So between me and my wife, we talk about the tactical stuff. What are those items that we're going to achieve today versus the week? And it works like a charm because then I hold myself accountable for things that I'm supposed to do. I hold my wife accountable for what she's supposed to do. And then the daily churn and daily grind, be it talking to partners, talking to clients, talking to chefs. By the time I wrap up my laptop, it's 9 or 10 o'clock in the day. But the beauty about entrepreneurship, when I look at corporate to entrepreneurship, right? You can take micro breaks during the day. So I can take 2 hours break, go play soccer with my son, or go watch a nice Netflix season, and then come back and get back to my work, right? So it is strenuous, but you have flexibility in terms of what you want to do and when.
That is awesome. So many business owners, especially those newer to the entrepreneurship game,
Mhm.
feels like never have enough time. I'm curious, based on your experience, if I give you an extra 10 hours a week, how would you invest those hours?
I'll grab it with both hands. I will definitely grab it with both hands because 24 hours is not enough for me at this point of time. But today, that's the case for me. If I kind of fast forward 12 months down the lane, again, I'm not predicting the future, but how I see Platesful grow is I will have a team of people. I will have a dedicated marketing person. I will have a dedicated admin team. I will have a dedicated salesperson, which means that now I can take a step back and look at stuff that today probably I'm scrambling across. But when I have dedicated team across my company, then I get time to think the bigger things like strategy, talking to bigger companies, building some partnership, building some relationship. So my 2 cents to business owners is the initial journey is tough, but don't give up. Be persistent, be consistent, and start your day with a smile.
That is awesome. I love your vibe. That is amazing stuff. Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty of
Mhm.
business stuff, let's click into your background a bit. What led you here? Why did you choose to go into business for yourself as opposed to choosing to work for someone else? What
Yeah.
was the transition like for you?
So I will say two reasons. The first reason is having been with corporate world for a long time, you always think, what is next? Should I grow in my company? Should I go to some other company and kind of grow from there? So that constant churn is going on in your mind to think, what is next that I need to do? And one of the things that has been running in my mind has been starting something on my own. And I never wanted to get into a feeling 5 years or 10 years down the lane. When I look back, I say, oh, wish I had done that. Wish I had started this company. My friend did it, he succeeded. So I don't want to be in that regret mode. You have a very defined amount of time, use it to the best. So that was the first reason. The second reason was mainly around using my skills, which is technology, which is platform, which is product, and using my wife's skills, Sheila Rodriguez skills. She's a food blogger. She started food blogging in 2010. Her blog was very famous. It was known as Corporate to Kitchen. So she used to write food blogging recipes and everything around it. She can make a chef sweat, a Michelin star chef sweat. So she has that kind of culinary skills. So getting her culinary skills, getting her MBA in marketing and soft skills together with my tech and product, I felt Placeful is the best thing that we can kind of take it forward.
That's amazing. Actually, you're like I'm actually recognize that the food blog channel because like I my family and a couple of friends they actually read that a lot.
Very
So
nice.
it is
Very.
very tough. So as you look
Yep.
back at your journey so far, what has been the most memorable roadblock or hurdle you were challenged with that you were forced to overcome?
Got it. Um, it's a tough one. I will say bidding farewell to the pay stubs. So when you're working for a corporate structure, you keep getting your pay stubs. So every 2 weeks, the salary is credited to your account. To me, that's a drug that you kind of get addicted to it and you don't want to let it go. So when I was kind of planning to move out of corporate to running my own business, saying bye to the pay stub was a big hurdle. And it took 6 months, 8 months for me to take that leap of faith and start my own business. But once you do that, they always say, right, pay stub is something that keeps you away from your dream. But once I was kind of able to disconnect from corporate structure, start something on my own, there's no turning back.
That is amazing. What impact did the business owner?
Sorry, I missed your question.
As a what impact did this have on your as a on your growth as a business owner?
Oh, big time. See, once I left the corporate lifestyle, got into my own business, now I've got 24 hours to me to work on Platesful. It's not like, okay, I put 10 hours for Visa, 4 hours for Platesful. Once you kind of disconnect and leave the corporate structure, start something on your own, you get 24 hours. Now you can decide how you want to run it. And once you start running on your own, the productivity and the output and the customer churn that you see can't be described at all.
Awesome. I have yet encountered a business owner who hasn't, peaks and valleys on the
Mhm.
journey of building a business.
Mhm.
How do you manage your difficult days?
See, this is something that I learned. As a business owner, the number of bad days are way more when compared to number of good days. So for me, when I was in corporate structure, again, I keep comparing corporate and business ownership because that way people tend to know what to expect when they move from corporate to owning a business. When I was at corporate visa, I had good days. Most of the time, it was good days, standard, average days. But when I moved to business ownership, your bad days are more. And the thing that kind of keeps you running up and running is you should get up with a smile. You should be persistent. You should be consistent. Even if you have a really, really bad day, get up next day thinking that this day is going to be amazing.
I love that. I love that. I love like you're just hitting all the positive vibes with me today. That is amazing. So let's move on to what makes your business so special. Who primarily does your business serve? If I were in the audience, how would I know if I was a good fit for your product or service?
So we serve every customer, right? But how I kind of find out the right customer for PlatesFull is by looking at three dimensions. So a customer who values time, a customer who want to save money out of grocery shopping, out of cooking at home, and third is health. So let me kind of double click on each of these dimensions, right? First
Yeah.
is time. A person who values time and knows that time is equivalent to money, time saved is money saved, right? So if I take an example on PlatesFull, we have got this ladies' night out, we have got this private dining, right? So if a person has to kind of do it end to end, they have to go and do the menu customization, they have to do the grocery shopping, they have to cook. When the friends are there, they have to serve the food to them. After the friends leave, they have to clean up the kitchen, clean up the dishes. It is tough job. If I'm hosting a party, it's tough job. If you leave it to a chef, you know what? The chef takes care of grocery shopping. The chef customizes your menu based on your needs or your friend's needs, does cooking, cleaning, serving, plating, everything. So you can really spend good time. Again, I'm going back to the time dimension to spend time with your friends, near and dear ones. Enjoy the time and leave it to the chef. The second dimension is money. So people have got this notion that having a chef is only for the affluent. But this is how I kind of spin it back, right? Having a chef, you can actually save money. And we did an experiment on the same when me and my wife did a curbside with HEB, and the bill amount came to $100 or $110. And we went inside the grocery shop along with my son just to do the same amount of shopping. But when we came out, we spent close to $150 to $160. You know why? Because when you're going around the corner, you'll pick up few things that you never anticipated. So having a chef come to your house, your grocery is going to be defined. Chef is not going to do impulsive purchase. They will purchase what you really need to get on the table. Third is health. Today, the artificial world with GMO and everything else, you don't know what is coming in your food. You do an Uber Eats, you get food, you don't know what is there, what kind of oil they have used, what kind of produce they have used, what kind of groceries they have used. But with the chef coming home, and if you're really concerned about your health, you can say that, hey, use this oil, use this produce, use organic milk or organic beef. You can really define everything. So going back to the question that you were asking, Jeremy, people who kind of look at these three dimensions need not be an entirety, either time, money, or health. They are our ideal customers.
That's amazing. What makes your business unique? How do you communicate what makes your business stand out against the competition?
I will say mainly it's transparency
Mhm.
and being local to Texas. So let me talk about transparency, right? On our platform, PlatesFull, if you go and kind of check, you want a chef, you can see where that chef is from, what kind of expertise they bring to the table, what are the menus that they support, what is the pricing for the menu. And there is no hidden charges. If you go and pick a menu, if you go and pick a chef, what you see the price is what you pay. There's no tipping that we encourage on the platform. There's no taxes that we charge or no service fee that we charge. The price that you see is what you pay. So for me, that is something that really sets us apart from our competitors because there are a lot of hidden charges that other platform kind of levy on the customer. And you don't know the chef. When you go and pick some menu or some meal, right? The chef is picked randomly and sent to your house. So you don't know who is going to come. Is it Tom? Is it Tina? Is it someone else? You don't know, right? So that's the first differentiator that PlatesFull brings when compared to any other competitor. Second
Completely.
is we are local to Texas, right? We are based out of Austin. We know what Texans need. We are connecting with partners like HEB and few others. So we are local to Texas. We are the neighborhood service provider. So you can definitely trust us when compared to any other global players.
That's amazing. What is one thing you wish more people knew about your business?
The same thing, like affording a chef is not for the affluent. It can be for anyone and everyone. Like if you want to host a party, our prices start at $55 per person, which is all inclusive, which is the groceries, the cooking, the serving, and the cleaning up after. If you're looking for meal prep, just for one visit where the chef can kind of spin up 2 or 3 meals, our prices start at $100 per visit. So the misnomer that chef is only for affluent family, that is something that I would like to change.
Awesome. So this leads me to marketing, which is something that's very vital to every business out there, and often an area many business owners struggle with. I am
Mhm.
curious of what successful businesses are doing. What percentage
Uh-huh.
of your monthly sales typically is invested back into your marketing budget?
So at this point of time, I would say 70% of the revenue that we make. Again, we are a startup company, 7 months old company. So whatever we make, 70% I invest back into marketing, and the remaining 30% I invest into technical enhancements. So if you look at it, last 6 months, we are kind of grown. We hear from our customers, we look at our competition, and we see what our strategy is for the future. Based on that, we keep enhancing our platform for a better customer experience.
Sweet. So for your business, how many different marketing strategies to y'all use?
So we are mainly, I will say, 3 to 4 marketing strategies. One is digital. So be it the Google, the Yelp, the YouTube, the Facebook, and that works really well at this point of time. So that is one that we use. Second is partnership. So one of the things that I've learned in the last 6 to 7 months is B2C, client acquisition cost for B2C is super, super high. Whereas if you partner with some business who already has a set number of defined customers, your client acquisition cost reduces. So B2B2C is something that I'm definitely kind of pursuing in future. Second is partnership marketing strategy. Third is physical. So the door hangers, giving booklets, leaving booklets at wineries, distilleries, where people go there, they look at it, and they kind of order the chefs from there, right? So it's mainly physical copies. First is digital, second is partnership, third is physical, and fourth is giving back to the society. So sponsoring some social events, sponsoring some social causes like diabetes, research for diabetes, and things like that, right? So
Mhm.
that's our marketing strategy at this point of time.
So, and what approach have you taken to track your leads? Like, do you have a CRM that you prefer?
We don't have at this point of time. But what I do is that at this point of time, if you look at it, when it comes to Google, Google
Hmm.
provides insights in terms of what is the conversion rate. You look at Yelp, you look at Facebook, you kind of get those insights. If it comes to partnership, yes, through B2B2C, we know who is the business that is kind of driving those customers back in. But physical copies, there's no way that I can track it, right? But what we're doing is that we are using this bit.ly concept. So when I put my physical copies there, I don't give the URL of my website, but I give the bit.ly URL so that if anyone kind of scans it or clicks on that link, I know where it is coming from. So nothing consolidated at this point of time, but definitely in future.
Awesome. So moving from market to sales, what does your
Mhm.
sales process look like? If I were to refer someone over to you, what can they expect to experience as you guide them to choose to do business with you?
Yeah, sure. So at this point of time, for me, the values in the company is trust, quality, and customer obsession. So if you as a customer refer any of your friends or colleagues or family, what they can expect consistently from PlatesFull is trust. You can trust the chef coming to your house. You can trust on the quality because we really vet out the chef from a background perspective and culinary expertise perspective and customer obsession. Our chefs, including me and my wife, we're obsessed about the customer. We just don't want to deliver X. We want to deliver X plus one or X plus two.
Mhm.
But what we will be investing in near future is reward programs, loyalty programs, so that you as a customer, if you refer someone, you get some sort of reward points, which you can claim in future.
Sweet. So I'm at the point now where to start some rapid fire questions as we wrap up. Are you
Yeah.
ready?
Yeah, shoot it. Let me see if
All
I
right.
can dodge the bullet.
I don't know. You're doing great so far. I love your vibe. You're so positive and wake up to smiles like one of my favorite things to hear. What does the keys to success look like for you?
Being consistent and persistent. So if you are doing something on day one, you have to do it for the next 2 years, next 3 years. You may not see success, but that's totally fine. But still keep on doing it. And one day you will definitely see the success.
What is one piece of advice for other business owners you would give?
Never give up. Never give up. Like be persistent. As I mentioned at the beginning of the podcast, right? There are a lot more bad days that you will see when compared to good days, but don't get disheartened. Still get up with a smile, be persistent, have that never give up attitude. You may be just few steps away from reaching that hockey stick effect. So keep going.
And here's the question. I might add like one more extra item to this question is that
Mhm.
what is a book, podcast, or even music song you're reading or listening to right now?
So I'll probably give you two answers to that, right? One is music because I start my day listening to music. So I
Mhm.
listen to Indian Bollywood music that kind of keeps me calm, gets me running the first thing in the morning. The
Mhm.
second is I recently read this book, Beyond Entrepreneurship by Jim Collins. And I will definitely suggest that to any startup entrepreneur, business owner to read that book. It's amazing. It gives you perspective about how to start, how to kind of start a new business. It's a great book, a great read.
Awesome. So this is kind of a fun question. If you had a little bit of magic dust and you could choose only one spot in your business to sprinkle on, where would it be? Only one though. Only one.
Mm. That's a good one. I will say brand awareness. See, one of the things that any new company struggle is to get that brand out in the market, right? McDonald's did not become McDonald's on day one. It took years of struggle and years of persistence to get to that point. Same is the case with Platesful. It will take time. So if I had a magic wand where I can sleep and I can spin this magic wand, I want to get my brand out in Texas, where anyone and everyone knows about Platesful and they want to hire a chef.
Sweet. So before we get to the final question of the day, share with the audience how they can follow you and learn more about you and how to contact you.
We are everywhere. So we have got our website. It's www.platesfull.com. We are on Instagram, which is the.platesfull. We are there on Facebook, LinkedIn, Reddit, YouTube. So just go and search us in internet and you will find Platesful. We won't dishearten you. Hire and try one of our chefs. We'll make your event really, really special.
Awesome. Well, we have come to the final question of the day, and that is, what is most inspiring you today?
Gen AI, right? In the last 24 months, AI has taken such fast strides that it's so inspiring. Now, you don't have to be a programmer to program something. Like any layman like you and me, we can just program a website, create a platform. You don't have to be a marketing expert to create marketing videos. AI can spin for it. And at this point of time, we are just scratching the surface. So, what is inspiring me is the amount of opportunities, the limitless landscape that we have with Gen AI. That's something that keeps me up and running and every time inspirational.
Amazing. Well, this was a great conversation. I really enjoyed hearing your story. Thank you for sharing. Also, I just want to encourage all you watching, save this show and come back and watch it again because Sharon had really did amazing, great insight for business and very inspiring, positive vibes all around. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you don't forget to hit that notification every time a new conversation drops like this one. Thanks for everyone who joined us today, and a special thanks to you, Sharon, for being with us today. And we all really appreciate this.
Thanks, Jeremy, and anytime, any day. Thank you.
Thank you.